Okay, let me show you how to divide fractions and how to do it correctly. There's a right way to do it, and I'll show you why other ways that you may or may not have learned to do it are probably not such a good idea. Okay, I say that because as a high school teacher, I see kids who have learned how to do this a whole bunch of different ways, and if they try to do shortcuts at an early stage, it turns out they're just making more work for themselves later on. Okay, so let's learn how to do this right. Okay, when you come to a division problem and you have fractions, the rule is called invert and multiply. Let me write that down. Invert means to turn something upside down. It's a T, okay? So we're going to take the second fraction here and flip it upside down and then change the division into a multiplication. So I have to rewrite the problem. So let's do that. I'll write 2/3 times 4/3. Okay. Now, once you have it into a multiplication problem, we've already learned how to multiply fractions. You just jam them together. And so put it over one fraction bar. And on top you have 2 times 4. On the bottom you have 3 times 3. And you look top and bottom, there are no common factors. Nothing will cancel. So I have 4 times 2 is 8, and 3 times 3 is 9. And that's the answer. We have 8/9. Now, there are some people who are tempted to do this shortcut. Watch. They say, well, let's just, for division, we take 2 times 4 is 8, and we put the answer there. And then 3 times 3 is 9, and we put the answer there. And we got the right answer. Okay, let's do another problem and see how well that works. Let's do this problem and just do it the right way, just like we showed. You rewrite the problem as 4/5 times 15 over 2. And when you multiply, you just mush them together, so it's 4 times 15 over 5 times 2. Now, pause at this stage because you can see all the factors spread out there. Notice the 2 cancels the 4, leaving a 2. The 5 cancels the 15, leaving a 3. Everything on the bottom cancels, so all we have down here is a 1. So 3 times 2 is 6 over 1. So we have 6 over 1, which is just 6. Okay? Now, if we had tried to do that shortcut method, we would take 4 times 15 and have to figure out what that is and put the answer there. 2 times 5 is 10 and put the answer here. Whereas here we had all these things we could cancel. By the way, you cannot cancel when it's a division problem. You have to wait until you've converted it into a multiplication problem, and that's when you have to do the cancellation. So let's just forget about the shortcuts. Shortcuts don't pay off on this particular topic. So step 1, rewrite the problem as multiplication, and then step 2 is do the multiplication problem. And when you see all the things put together here, just see what you can cancel, and that will give you the shortest path to the simplest answer. Okay, that's about it.